Now on Radio 4FM, it's time for You and Yours with Winifred Robertson in Salford.
Hello and welcome. Today, the people being chased by QuickQuid for payday loans they've never had. Now, how much checking should a payday loan company do before it lends people money? Well, we've been contacted by a listener who says a payday loan company called QuickQuid sent him a bill claiming he owes them hundreds of pounds. And he isn't alone. Several other people have had similar letters demanding repayment of loans that they have never taken out. Shari Val knows all about it. Shari.
Winifred, QuickQuid is a payday loan company which lends people small amounts of money on the whole for a short time, but the interest they pay is very high. For QuickQuid, it ranges to 5,000% APR, and they advertise on national television in the UK.
It doesn't matter how careful you are with money, sometimes your pay just won't stretch far enough. That's where QuickQuid, one of the UK's favourite payday lenders, could help. QuickQuid offers flexible short-term loans. Simply request your loan amount and borrowing period and even pick the repayment method that's right for you. Just go to quickquid.co.uk/TV. Apply in 5 minutes, any time of day, 7 days a week, and you'll have the money almost immediately.
Well, that's how they advertise on national television here, but several people are getting letters from QuickQuid claiming they owe hundreds of pounds. Jon Danzig from Hertfordshire is one of them.
Well, out of the blue, I got a letter from a company I'd never heard of before called QuickQuid, telling me that I owed them the amount of £112. It was a complete surprise to me because I hadn't borrowed any money and so I didn't owe any money.
Now, he discovered someone pretending to be him had gone to the internet and provided his name, his address and an inaccurate date of birth and requested £400, which was supposed to be paid back in 40 days with £200 interest. Now, that's the equivalent interest we've calculated of 5,200% APR. And that's how these companies work. Now, in order to prove that he hadn't taken out the loan himself, QuickQuid, who was chasing him for the money, asked him for all sorts of personal details, including his dates of birth, his computer IP address, who had access to his computer. But as the details were going to be sent to America, which has a less stringent law than the UK's Data Protection Act here, he says he wasn't happy with that at all. And he tried to get in touch with QuickQuid again.
I told QuickQuid that in no uncertain terms I had nothing to do with this loan. I was extremely unhappy that they should provide money to someone pretending to be me on what seemed to be the scantest of details, that all this guy had to do was give my name, address and date of birth, and then they sent the money not to an account in my name, to a third-party bank account at NatWest, which was nothing to do with me.
QuickQuid is the UK trading name of an American company called CASHEURONET UK, and they trade under lots of other names as well. They're registered with the OFT, they do have a consumer credit licence in this country, and they're also registered with the anti-fraud organisation CIFAS. And last April, they were nominated as a finalist for the Fraud Prevention Team of the Year in the 12th Annual Credit Today Awards. But despite their apparent brilliant anti-fraud measures, Jon Danzig isn't alone. It seems lots of people are being written to by QuickQuid and they're voicing their concerns on internet forums. They say they're receiving letters for loans taken out in their names.
My husband has had one of these letters today. Whoever is using his identity to try and obtain credit has now succeeded in borrowing £112 from QuickQuid.
I keep having phone calls, about 4 a day, from a number that doesn't show up, regarding my account and that it's urgent. And I don't have an account with QuickQuid. In fact, I've never heard of them.
They just called my house. Automated message saying it was Nicole from QuickQuid and I need to return her call urgently to discuss business or something. I haven't applied for any loans. I'm not in any debt and I'm ex-directory, so I don't know how they've got my number.
Could anyone help me with this one? My dad had a letter off QuickQuid today claiming he's behind on his loan payments, except he's never had a payday loan in his life.
Now, I rang QuickQuid to ask them about how they check the authenticity of people applying for loans and being given money, apparently within 30 minutes of that application. But they told me they're in what they term as a quiet period, and they aren't speaking about anything at the moment. A quiet period is something imposed by the New York Stock Exchange when companies launch shares. So I rang the Office of Fair Trading here in the UK, which covers the consumer credit licence, and I asked if they'd heard of QuickQuid. They had, but they couldn't tell me whether or not they're being investigated under something called the Enterprise Act, which enforces silence. Jon Danzig says he's extremely upset about all this.
It seems that the procedures at QuickQuid were very slack, and I feel that a company organising itself in that way in this country shouldn't really have a credit licence. They shouldn't be allowing criminals to pretend to be people they are not, and then so easily getting money in this way, which caused me a considerable amount of distress.
Now, you may remember a similar episode about 18 months ago with a company called MCO Capital, which trades in the UK as help loans and balance loans, very similar model. Now, they sent letters to 4,000 people who'd had loans taken out in their names fraudulently. 2 people have been charged with fraud in that case. The Office of Fair Trading say whilst they can't comment on any investigation into QuickQuid, if anyone does receive a letter chasing payment for a loan they haven't taken out, they'd like to hear from them. And so would we.
Shari, thank you. You can contact this programme at bbc.co.uk/radio4/you and yours, or send us a text 84844.